What's good, my fellow RuneScape players, and welcome to my quick guide on release date of this Wintertodt minigame slash skill boss that they just released. And I kind of want to show you guys how this whole thing works. So the first thing you really need to know is you need some kind of warming gear. You need, I've seen people wearing yak, or I've been seeing other people wear Larupia or the polar kebbit. I saw a guy rocking out the Santa outfit. But you need something that's made of fur, that's a heavy clothing, because the area of the minigame is really cold, and the warmer the clothing you wear, now I know there's not like a warming rating or anything like that, but theoretically the warmer the clothing is, the less damage you end up taking while you're inside this minigame. So for me, I'm rocking the Clue Hunter gear, all except for the helmet really, and or the hat that comes with it, and then but I'm rocking the Santa hat just to kind of fill a slot. And then you're gonna need a dragon axe. It's really useful because it has the little special boost. And then a fire cape helps reduce how much damage you take. I believe the firemaking cape, if you already have 99, helps. And I don't see why it wouldn't help, but I don't think it's been confirmed, but the max cape probably helps as well. So that's really the first thing you need to know, is you need some warming gear, or otherwise you're going to take a lot of damage. I've seen this minigame hit people for 60s, and that's a really big deal for a lot of players. So anyways, the easiest way to get here is basically just take a games necklace, you can rub it, and then you have a new icon down at the bottom for the Wintertodt camp, and you end up right here. So once you get here, you're going to go up here to the northeast, and you want to talk to this guy, Ignitia. He'll kind of give you the spiel and allow you to play the game. Then you're going to head up north. You're going to need to bring some food. I just bring a couple lobster, and it works well for me. Once you get in here, this area right here is a safe area. So this is all safe. You get these crates where you can either get an axe, it's a bronze axe. You can pick up 5 or 10 concoctions, which are used to heal the pyro majors that are sitting out near all the fire pits. You can take a hammer, which you're going to need, a knife, which I haven't really found a use for, but if you fletch one of the logs that you're going to get, you get some kindling. I just haven't figured out what it's used for. And you can get a tinderbox, which you're also going to need for lighting the brazier over here. So anyways, this mini game, whenever you walk in, there's basically 4 fire pits that you can go to, and each one of these needs to be burning in order to kill the big flying furry ball that's sitting here in the howling snowstorm, basically. And so you chop these perma roots that are sitting off the wall, and if you stand kind of where this guy is, right here in the corner in between the crate and the root, or if you stand where this guy is, both of those are theoretical safe spots while you're doing this. Otherwise, these little flurries, these snow flurries, come out of the sky, and eventually these massive snowballs hit. And when those hit you, you can get hit with 60s, and 40s are quite common, 50s are a little uncommon, but I have seen the 60 in here. And when you get hit one of those, it's pretty brutal. So after you've done a bunch of damage, you wait for, as you're doing the damage and as you're turning in your logs to the feeder, the Wintertoad's energy goes from 100 to 0. As you're doing that, you get 10 points for every log that you put in this brazier, and you need 500 to get any chance of loot. And so once you hit 500 at the end of the game, when it's all the way down to 0, you get a supply chest. You open up the supply chest, and that's your loot. So I'm going to, now that there's going to be a game starting here in a couple minutes, or in a couple seconds really, I'm going to kind of shut up and let you guys see how this is going and how this works, and just kind of let you guys enjoy this. So I'll be back in a little bit. So something that I want you to know while you're doing these, while you're turning in these logs and burning them, if you take damage while you're at the brazier, kind of like these guys are all taking damage, and I just did, it interrupts your ability to continue burning logs. So you have to click on the brazier again, or otherwise you're just sitting there doing nothing. And you'll find in the beginning it's incredibly hard to get to, for a lot of players at least. Here's those snow flurries I was talking about. And then that guy, that 46 just got KO'd. Anyways, you'll find in the beginning that it's pretty hard for a lot of players to get to that 500 points, so don't waste a whole lot of time while you're doing this. And what I like to do, as you can see, I'm taking damage. I'm getting down to 35 health. I'm not going to get KO'd standing here, but after I click and I'm moving, I will eat while I'm on the go, if I don't misclick obviously, and start burning stuff. So that's something you need to know. A lot of people get caught by that interrupt. Don't let it happen to you, because it affects your XP and it's eventually going to affect your loot. So let's keep going. So I want to stop and talk about the XP rate a little bit. The XP rate depends on, as you can see, I'm getting 201 XP per log that I'm burning, but it depends on your firemaking level. So the higher your firemaking level, the more XP you get per log. I think when I first started this, I was like 61 firemaking, and I was only getting maybe 182 XP per log. But obviously, as your firemaking level goes up, in which this game is incredibly fast XP, your XP rate is going to go up, and the amount that you're going to get per log goes up as well. So since I've been here, let me see if I can find my last kill. I think I'm at like 16 kills or something like that. I've gone up 6 levels, so, and I'll go up another level this game. So like I said, it's incredibly fast XP, and it's nice to have a skill like firemaking, where typically you're punching numbers, figuring out how much you're about to spend on this firemaking cape. Now you can actually make money from it. And as you can see, I hit 500 points, and you get a little message saying that you've now helped enough to earn a supply crate. And once the Wintertoad's done and dead, I'll show you guys what I get for my loot. But I've heard of the loot coming from anywhere from 10 Raynar seeds to, I think the lowest I've had is maybe a 20k loot. And so I've heard rumors of people that have made almost 2 mil in the first 15 kills that they did, and that's probably a lot to do with luck. And I don't know the drop rates for the outfit or anything like that. I don't even think those have been released yet, but it's a good money maker. And to think that a skill that used to cost money can actually make you money now is a pretty good thing. And especially since so many people in the RuneScape community tend to have money making questions or money making problems, now it's good to have a skill that actually used to cost money, and now people are making millions off of it. So we're getting pretty close to the end of this kill, and just want to show you guys, as you can see, the fire went out right there. The fire, whenever the fire goes out, you want to make sure that you're clicking on it pretty quick, or you'll miss it. You get double the XP that it would take to burn a log if you relight it, and you also get 25 points rather than 10, just from putting in these logs. And then every now and then the fire will extinguish and the pan will break, and that's where you're going to need your hammer. You repair it, and I think I get like 275 smithing XP just for doing that. So anyways, let's get to the end of this kill and see what our loot is. The XP went. I got 6,800 for completing my 17th kill, and obviously I got my firemaking level somewhere in that in the video. And so here we go. We're gonna open up the supply crate and see what we get. So we got 5 shark and 124 oak logs. That's not, I don't think that's that great by any standards, but I've gotten, well, 11k. That's the worst I've gotten, so there you go. The absolute worst that I've gotten. But you do get a lot of shark from it. At least I've been getting a lot of shark drops. And whenever a game ends, typically you can go right out these doors. It's going to ask you if you really want to leave. You say yes. It's number 1 on your keyboard. And there's enough time in between kills to go back to the bank, grab 10 lobster or something, and run your way back. And you can use your games necklace if you want to. It's a little faster, but I haven't had an issue getting back and forth in time to start the next game. So you see, I barely made it. So I did miss lighting it, but I'm here still at 100%, and I'll have no problem getting to 500 points at this point. So anyways, I hope you guys found this interesting. I hope you go out and you use this piece of content. It's going to be really good. I don't think it's going to die anytime soon. And I hope this guide helps you out to figure it out and really enjoy the updates that the old school RuneScape team is putting out. So anyways, you guys have fun. Come out here. I'll be out here for quite a while. I'll probably be here for the next few days, actually. So if you see me, say hi. Don't be shy. And I'll see you guys in the next video.